Greetings, my fellow seekers of Stoic wisdom. Today we embark on a profound journey into the heart of Stoicism. This isn't about sugarcoating or empty promises. It's about diving deep into the core of Stoic philosophy. If you're ready to confront reality, peel away the layers of self-deception, and emerge as a true Stoic warrior, you're in the right place. Chapter 1. Conquering the Chaos of the Mind. Imagine a life where your mind is a calm sea, free from turbulent waves. As Epictetus wisely put it, there is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. Conquering the chaos of the mind is the first step toward true Stoic living. It's about recognizing that we often spend too much time and energy on matters beyond our control, leading to inner turmoil. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what's within our control, our thoughts and actions, and let go of the rest. This shift in perspective allows for inner tranquility and resilience in the face of life's storms. Chapter 2. The Danger of Unchecked Desires. Epictetus reminds us, freedom is not procured by a full enjoyment of what is desired, but by controlling the desire. Unchecked desires can be chains that shackle us. Stoicism teaches us to master our desires, using them as tools rather than being enslaved by them. It's a call to examine our wants, to distinguish between what's essential for a eudaimonic life and what's excessive. By practicing desire management, we unlock the door to a life free from the roller coaster of fleeting pleasures and constant dissatisfaction. Chapter 3. Facing the unavoidable death and suffering. Stoicism asks us to embrace the unavoidable, as Marcus Aurelius said, "If you are pained by any external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your own judgment about it." Death and suffering are part of life, and acknowledging them doesn't make you a pessimist. It makes you prepared to live fully. Stoicism doesn't teach us to seek out suffering, but to recognize that it's an integral part of the human experience. By accepting the impermanence of life and the inevitability of death, we gain a new perspective. It compels us to live each moment with intention and gratitude, knowing that our time is limited. This doesn't mean resigning to fate, but rather focusing on what's within our control and making the most of it. Chapter 4. Ego, the enemy within. The ego, as Epictetus noted, is often our greatest enemy. It clouds our judgment and fuels arrogance. Stoicism teaches humility as strength and reveals how to silence the ego. The Stoics understood that the ego often distorts our perception of reality and causes unnecessary suffering. By practicing self-awareness and humility, we can let go of the need for constant validation and transcend the ego's limitations. Chapter 5. The Pitfalls of Excessive Attachment. As Epictetus wisely pointed out, he is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. Stoicism instructs us to practice detachment, finding freedom in letting go. Excessive attachment to material possessions, relationships, or even our own image can lead to suffering. Stoicism doesn't ask us to become cold and unfeeling, but to recognize the impermanence of everything in life. By developing a healthier relationship with attachments, we become less vulnerable to the inevitable changes and losses life brings. Chapter 6, number, The Power of Wisdom. Wisdom is your guiding star. As Seneca said, "The greatest obstacle to living is expectancy, which hangs upon tomorrow and loses today." You are arranging what lies in fortune's control and abandoning what lies in yours. Living wisely means making rational decisions that lead to a meaningful life. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of wisdom as the highest virtue. Wisdom entails making rational and ethical decisions that align with our values and principles. By cultivating wisdom, we navigate life's challenges with clarity and make choices that lead to eudaimonia, the ultimate goal of Stoic living. Chapter 7. Fortitude, the backbone of Stoic courage. Epictetus wisely advised, "Do not try to seem wise to others. If you want to be wise, become wise." Fortitude is not about fearlessness, it's about enduring adversity with strength and resilience. Stoicism places great importance on the virtue of fortitude, which is the ability to face adversity with courage and resilience. It doesn't mean being impervious to fear or pain. Instead, it's about confronting challenges with a steadfast spirit. By developing fortitude, we become better equipped to handle life's ups and downs without being overwhelmed by fear or despair. Chapter 8, Justice, Your Moral Compass. Justice serves as your moral compass, as Seneca emphasized. True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future, not to amuse ourselves with either hopes or fears, but to rest satisfied with what we have. Living justly is about doing the right thing, even when it's difficult. Stoicism places a strong emphasis on the virtue of justice, which is the quality of being morally right and fair in our actions. It calls for treating others with respect, upholding ethical principles, and seeking what is right, even in the face of challenges. By embodying justice, we contribute to a more harmonious and just society while living in alignment with Stoic values. Chapter 9, Moderation, the Key to Tranquility. Epictetus said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Moderation is the bridge to tranquility, helping you live a peaceful, well-balanced life. The Stoic virtue of moderation is essential for finding tranquility in life. It encourages us to maintain a balance in our desires and avoid excess. By practicing moderation, we learn to appreciate the simple joys of life and avoid the unnecessary turmoil that comes with the relentless pursuit of excess. Chapter 10, Stoic Wisdom in Social Relations. Seneca wisely noted, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for a kindness." Social relationships are the testing ground for Stoic wisdom. Stoicism doesn't advocate isolation, but rather encourages meaningful and virtuous interactions with others. In this chapter, we'll explore how Stoicism can guide us in building authentic and harmonious relationships. The Stoic approach to social relations focuses on treating others with kindness, empathy, and respect, while recognizing that we can't control the actions of others. By practicing Stoic wisdom in social relations, we cultivate deep and fulfilling connections while remaining true to our values. Chapter 11, Temperance, the Elixir of a Joyful Life. Temperance is your elixir of joy, as Marcus Aurelius eloquently put it. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Stoic temperance is the key to a joyful life. It involves self-control, moderation, and living in alignment with reason. By embracing temperance, we learn to control our desires and appetites, leading to a life of contentment and serenity. Chapter 12, Endurance, your Stoic superpower. Endurance is your Stoic superpower, as Epictetus wisely advised. Men are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of them. Stoicism teaches us to endure the challenges of life with grace and resilience. It doesn't mean passively enduring suffering, but facing it with courage and inner strength. By developing endurance, we become capable of overcoming adversity and emerging stronger from life's trials. Chapter 13, Embracing Vulnerability. Vulnerability is not weakness. It's a source of inner strength. Epictetus said, "Yet he is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." Stoicism encourages us to embrace our vulnerabilities as sources of strength. It's about accepting that we are imperfect and that life is uncertain. By embracing vulnerability, we open ourselves up to growth and resilience. Chapter 14, Cultivating Resilience. Resilience, the ability to bounce back from adversity, is a trait of the Stoic warrior. As Seneca wisely noted, difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. Stoicism teaches us to cultivate resilience by embracing challenges and adversity. It's about recognizing that setbacks are opportunities for growth and learning. By developing resilience, we become better equipped to navigate the challenges of life. Chapter 15. Cultivating authentic relationships. Authentic relationships are the foundation of a fulfilling life. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, the best way to avenge yourself is to not be like that. Stoicism guides us in building authentic connections by tearing down the barriers that hinder genuine interactions. It's about being true to ourselves and others, treating them with respect and practicing kindness and empathy. By cultivating authentic relationships, we create meaningful and harmonious connections that enrich our lives. Chapter 16. Self-compassion, the Stoic approach. Self-compassion isn't a sign of weakness, it's an act of strength. Seneca wisely noted, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Stoicism encourages us to practice self-compassion by embracing our vulnerabilities and treating ourselves with kindness. It's about silencing the inner critic and recognizing that we are only human. By adopting the Stoic approach to self-compassion, we nurture our emotional well-being and inner strength. Chapter 17, the gift of vulnerability. Vulnerability is not a curse, it's a gift. As Seneca wisely said, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. Stoicism is your guide to savoring the beauty of now. Chapter 18, forgiveness, freeing yourself from resentment. As Seneca wisely said, it does not matter what you bear, but how you bear it. Forgiveness is an act of liberation. It frees you from resentment, as Seneca reminded us. Anger, if not restrained, is frequently more hurtful to us than the injury that provokes it. Stoicism reveals the power of letting go and finding peace through forgiveness. Chapter 19, overcoming the fear of failure. Fear of failure is a common human experience. As Seneca advised, if one doesn't know to which port one is sailing, no wind is favorable. Stoicism equips you with the resilience to face failure without fear, embracing it as a stepping stone to success. Chapter 20, the Stoic road to true freedom. True freedom comes from within. As Epictetus wisely pointed out, he is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. Stoicism liberates you from external constraints, giving you the ultimate freedom over your own mind. Chapter 21, living in accordance with nature. Living in accordance with nature is the Stoic way. As Marcus Aurelius said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Stoicism teaches us to align our lives with the natural order of the universe. By understanding and accepting the fundamental principles of nature, we find inner peace and harmony. Living in accordance with nature means living in harmony with ourselves and the world around us. Chapter 22, the Stoic art of contentment. Contentment is not about settling. It's about finding peace in the present moment. As Seneca wisely noted, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Stoicism leads us on a path to contentment by teaching us to appreciate the present and be content with what we have. It's about recognizing that true contentment isn't found in the pursuit of external goods, but within ourselves. Chapter 23, the Stoic path to inner calm. Inner calm is your fortress in the storms of life. As Epictetus said, he is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. Stoicism offers a path to inner calm by teaching us to manage our emotions, focus on what's within our control, and let go of unnecessary worries. By practicing the Stoic path to inner calm, we develop emotional resilience and a tranquil mind. Chapter 24, the Stoic art of decision-making. Decision-making is a crucial aspect of life, and Stoicism provides a powerful framework for making wise choices. As Epictetus wisely advised, Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Stoicism encourages us to make decisions based on our values and rational judgment rather than being swayed by external influences. By mastering the Stoic art of decision-making, we gain the ability to make choices that align with our true selves and lead to eudaimonia. Chapter 25. The journey continues. Our journey doesn't end here. It's a lifelong path of growth and self-discovery. As Seneca wisely said, life is very short and anxious for those who forget the past, labor for the future, and let the present slip by unnoticed. Stoicism invites us to continue learning, practicing, and evolving. It's a philosophy that transcends the boundaries of time, offering timeless wisdom for the challenges of today. Our journey is a continuous quest for self-improvement and inner peace. In conclusion, dear Stoic warriors, we've traversed these 25 topics that challenge the core of Stoic living. This journey is not passive. It's an active commitment to transform your life. By understanding and embracing these Stoic principles, you'll develop a strong mindset, navigate life's challenges with grace, and live with clarity, purpose, and resilience. Stay bold, stay Stoic, and let's embark on this transformative journey together.